Kings and queens, the world is going mad. Grand rising to you. I am Rainel, humble servant of the Creator, sitting in my power, walking in my truth, here to spread a message to you. A message about the solution to the real global crisis, a lack of love. This morning I had a very hard time getting out of bed. This morning I woke up and my spirit was disturbed. This morning I woke up and I said, but what madness is this? This morning I held hands with my husband and I prayed and I cried. I cried long tears. I tell you only I cried long tears because my heart was breaking. Because when I see what really going in the world, I don't understand it. When I see a video of Africans standing up saying, do not come and bring your vaccines here for testing. We are not your guinea pigs. Africa is not your laboratory. It made me sick. Now today is April 8, 2020. We don't need to guess too much about what vaccine we're talking about. But vaccination testing, allegedly, because I don't have the facts, I just see something on the internet just like you will see this. Allegedly, vaccination testing, they want to have it in Africa, where it has probably about 20-something deaths compared to the thousands of deaths on other continents in other countries throughout the world. Why would you want to start vaccination testing? When I see the thing, I say, but what kind of slavery, enslavement, oppression, poisoning, corruption, madness, big money bullshit is this? It had me livid. I'm a Caribbean person. I live in Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago. This is the Caribbean nation, southernmost, close to Venezuela, down on the end there. And our descendants are both African, and European. Let me say, African, European, and original Indian, if you want to call it. Amerindian, Caribs, Araks, whatever you want to call it, native Indian are our descendants. So I cannot sit in my mixedness, although I appear black. I cannot sit in my mixedness and call hell and damnation upon my brothers and sisters of other hues. I sat praying and I was so conflicted. I said, God, you know my heart, because you know the bad word I want to ring out. You know the kind of boiling inside of me, because I just want to rain down fire and damnation upon these people who think that they could start another war on Africa, who think that when Africa starts to rise up, they could come and mash them down again. No. There's a lack of care. There's a lack of love. We're going through this global crisis. There's this undefined, unknown element spreading like wildfire, licking up people. The numbers you're seeing on TV is not the real numbers. Take it from me. Right now in Tobago, they're saying we probably have, 5 cases, somewhere between 5 and 10, and I telling you it's more than that. But they're trying to keep down the panic. Forgive me if my speech is not clear right now. I'm very worked up because it's boiling inside of me. We have strayed from the strength of our spirituality. We have strayed from the foundation, the cord that connects us all, which is the strength of our spirit, which is the love in our heart, the life in our bones. And I give thanks. It's a beautiful morning to the Creator for waking me up this morning. I give thanks for life because I am a praying person. I believe in God. I believe in the Spirit, and it don't matter what you believe in. You believe in positivity. This morning, I just come on this thing to tell all you that we need to wake up and cut the bullshit. Wake up and cut it out, because it's time for us to realize that it's not about them and us. It's not about the money and those without money. It's not about the blacks and the whites, because all of us is one human race. All of us are created by the one Creator. But man, in the corruption, man in the evil devices, cause divisions. From borderlines that mash up Africa for today cannot stand as a united front. One huge continent cannot stand up and have economic power because some colonizers came in and divided them and told them this is your land, and made men kings among nations. Use a king over 10 people, 10 is an exaggeration, but you get the point. It's the same way political parties work. It is the same way classism, racism, sexism, and every other ism and schism works. Divide and conquer, but today you're not conquering. Because today this warrior, come out to tell all you it's about love. It's about positive vibration. Today I come out to tell all you to raise your vibration. Today I come out to explain to all you. People will say, oh, these hippies, and they're talking about vibration and energy and everything is light and everything. Because it is. Because I create my reality. Because I give in thanks that I could be out here sitting in the sun today. Because I am giving thanks that I am free of any ailment, of any disease. And even if I end up with some cold or a bounce my toe, I continue to give thanks because I understand that the more I focus on positivity is the more I will see positivity around me. Too many people going around in this time and they're sad and they're waiting for the next press briefing and they're waiting for the next debt. You go on the phone, as soon as you pick up the phone, how much all you have? Shut up! How much fruit tree is on the tree? How much people you said you love today? How many people you said a prayer for and send a positive vibration? Stop focusing on the negative. When we focus on the negative, that is all that is going to manifest around us. Today, you know how many people, you're counting how much debt, how much people have it. How much of them you say a prayer for? How much of them you spend 5 minutes to just send a positive thought? If you're not a praying person, we don't get caught up in the religion and say it's about God and get away and all them nonsense things that are not relevant. It is about our conscious effort to put positivity into the atmosphere. It is about our conscious effort to make a positive impact and impression upon our community. It does not matter that we're in quarantine today. We know every single thing that exists, whether it's this plastic bowl, whether it is me, my skin, these trees are made up of particles. The faster these particles move is the higher the energy it will give out. It's like boiling water. You apply heat to the water, it will boil. Particles move high, the particles expand, water boil. The sun, the amount of energy the sun giving off and the positive impact of the sun is immeasurable because these trees flourish, we flourish. It improves our mood. It improves our health. If you have a simple minor cut on your hand, go and spend some time in the sun and it is going to heal significantly faster because the energy of the sun is so strong that its positive impact spreads across the world, literally the entire world. And it's time for us to get out of the ignorance and feeling like we are insignificant human beings with no power, because we are extremely powerful. But you will only see the power manifest when you focus on good. You will only see the power manifest when you forgive your neighbor, when you forgive your mother and your father, when you stop bad talking your brother and your sister, when you stop undercutting, when you stop hiding people's files in work. You will only see the positivity manifest. You will only see the rash on your skin clear up. You will only see it healed of the illness when you start focusing on positive. You will only see the scourge that over the earth disappear when we as a human race collectively come together and spread positive energy. Imagine at this time there are people sitting at home suffering. There are some people suffering economic loss, suffering physically because they might be ill, suffering mentally because they're in a box, 4 walls, and it's driving them crazy. And before we come together and make a joyful noise, sing some positive songs, sing some positive music, all we want to focus on is how many more deaths. I've always heard count your blessings and they will multiply, and so too with the things you don't like. Stop counting. Stop worrying. It is doing nothing. There are many ailments and diseases that are caused by bad thoughts, simple poisoning of your bloodstream. Bad thoughts, negative intention, worrying, fear, anxiety. Anybody with insomnia, can you relate? This is 2020, people. This is a time of change. This thing has come over the nation. There's no longer a them and us. Because I personally know of people who have not left their house probably except to go to the grocery, who now have it. So there is no separation. It spares no one. There may be somebody somewhere with the actual vaccine and they're community flourishing, but guess what? They're not spreading it because they're too wicked-hearted. Because people's intention is on economic power and it's about us over them and it's about pulling down somebody else. No. The world is literally coming to an end as we know it, people, and it is time to wake up. 2020 is a year of change. I knew it, but I didn't know what the change would be. And trust me, I blown out of my socks when I see what's going on here today. Because I've never in my life seen this. I can't believe what is going on. I can't go to the beach. I can't leave my yard. Social distancing, don't hug your mother. What is really going on? It's time for us to take our head out of the clouds and look at the bigger picture. It is time for us to take our head out of the clouds and focus on spreading positive energy. It is time for us to understand our power and hone it and understand that we are the cure. The world is sick. The world was dying. Mother Earth is rejoicing right now. Big whales outside Tobago waters. You know why? Because all the radiation, all the blasting, all the harmful environmental activity that was going on before has now ceased because everybody in their house. So what do you mean? Humans really supposed to be in jail? Lock we all up? Put everybody in a box, gag and muffle us, and the world will be well? Well, if that is the day we have come to, I know something wrong. And I know you know something wrong, and you know better. And I really don't mind who this video rubbed the wrong way, because I know I have family members, and I'm not afraid to say it, who focusing on the wrong things at this time. And I could talk to you nice when Raynell talk to you nice and easy. Alright, you laugh and thing is Raynell, she fun loving, but no, this shit need to stop. We can't be half-hearted. We can't be lukewarm. Everybody who's Bible readers and Christians and churchgoers, we can't be lukewarm. Our positive energy, our praise, our spirituality had to be hot like fire. Hot like lava to burn out the plague in the nation. Hot like lava to burn out the plague over the land. Hot like fire with joy and love and peace and unity and togetherness. Build your community. Build your community. Focus on positivity. What do you know that you can share, that you can teach? What is growing in your yard that you could help feed somebody? Because if all you didn't realize, very soon, things like the grocery is going to dry up. Exports, trade, the world as we know it is going to be very different. People who are things growing in the ground in the yard is who are going to survive and is who is going to be king. So we need to wake up. Think about how you're treating your fellow man. When you see a neighbor, don't just pass them straight. Say good morning. Send a smile. Send that positive energy and raise your vibration. If you're not shining like the sun, it's best you be in the ground. Because at this time, you're just being part of the problem. You're just adding to the plague. You're adding to the death and the destruction. And you see the big money, whoever behind this vaccination testing in Africa, I live it, but I send you love. I send you love because I know you need it. I send you love because the world is dying. I send you love because my brothers and sisters are suffering. And if I send you hate, hate is going to come back to me. And more people are going to suffer. And it is time for this stupidness to stop. And this is a call to every single artist. Now is your time. Now is your time to rise up with your pen, your brush, your camera, whatever is your medium, your instrument. Send a positive message and spread a joyful noise. What my t-shirt say, Bob Marley legend. For those who don't believe in spirituality, I am not a spiritual person. I hear some people say the reason Bob Marley cannot die is because his vibration was real, was pure, was positive. Because Bob Marley saw the shit that was going on in the world when he was alive. And he said, you know what? Me have to do something about this man. Jamaicans forgive the accent. I love all you. Me have to sing about this man. What you choose to talk about today? What is your legacy today? I wish you positive vibration, clarity, And I here to tell you, get out of the house. Even if it's just on your front step, if you have no yard, go in the sun, boy. Just go and take some sun. Take some sun and reflect. Because kings and queens, now is the day for the madness to stop. Heal this land. Heal this land.